મનીબેન તમારા ફોટા જોયા ગઈકાલે.
They're good.
Yeah, sweet corn farm. Is it near નજીક છે તમારી?
Yeah, I don't know if it's recording in progress. We can't hear you, Servant.
He's not on the screen as well.
Oh, yeah.
Granddaughter ને લોકો આવી ગયા. Never mind, now they recording જોવું પડશે.
Oh,
the recording is the same, is it, Bhanuben?
It must be same.
I find difficult to watch then.
I don't mind because they just come now. I can see the car outside. તમારું ફાર્મ નજીક જ છે મનીબેન?
હા, બાજુમાં છે, બાજુમાં જ. કાલે બતાવીશ.
મનીબેન આ બધું એક્સક્યુઝ મી મનીબેન ગ્રુપમાં આવે છે પણ મને કેમ નથી મળતું?
તમે નથી તમારું નામ એડ કરવું પડે.
Can you hear me now?
You have to put your name. Yeah, we can hear you now, Sarvanji.
That's good. Okay, let's start the class.
મને એડ કરી દેશો મનીબેન?
Can you mute everybody?
Yeah.
Good evening, everyone. Today is 6th of July, and the subject we're going to talk about is acid reflux. So acid reflux is something happens to most of us sometime in life. So what is acid reflux? This morning also Dr. Kapoor was on it as well, which gave some detail on it's like but I'm a structural engineer, so I made a big toy which will show you how does that work. If you look at this bottle there, let me highlight. I need to highlight myself as well. Where am I? I lost my plot. Let me see. Can you see me, Maniji, now?
Yeah. Yeah.
Can you highlight me? Yeah, that's it. Let me highlight that.
We can see you, all right?
That's it. No, that's your stomach where the food goes down. Okay, that's the valve which is supposed to send the food down, but it stops the food coming up, like a one-way valve. Okay, and this is your stomach. So far, so good. So when you eat the food, it goes down through the one-way valve into the stomach, and then liver and the gallbladder releases hydrochloric acid biles, which go in the stomach to digest the food. And problem is, sometimes when you overeat, then there's no enough space for gas created to be there, and that puts a pressure on your valve, and valve opens up. And so what happens is, if you press the pressure, see, gas comes up all the way up. The liquid acid comes up, and that's what gives you heartburn. That makes sense?
And bulging as well.
And that is the process. And also when you're lying on the bed, sleeping down, then after eating, the fluid start going back itself. You don't have to, so that's why when you're sleeping, you have to sleep with the back upward slightly. Then acid won't come up. That's just like the sample, just to show to you how this thing works. That's roughly what acid reflux is. And that's what tends to give you hiatus hernia. Because when you have too much gas in the stomach, it pushes the stomach towards the diaphragm and pushes it in and takes it. And that's what, it's like somebody punching you near the head, and that's what very painful as well. So it's the name for that muscle, the valve is esophagus, is the muscle tube that carries the food and liquid from your mouth to the stomach. Your diaphragm, the muscle for breathing, your valve has traveled through the food pipe need to travel to the diaphragm. Sometimes it gets, if your diaphragm is tense, it gets compressed, and that's why it gets pinched. And this mechanism, that's why the stomach will prevent flowing upward acid will start flowing up the vein. So you have to release your diaphragm muscle. Very important. Soon you open up your diaphragm, heartburn disappears and reduces dramatically. So very important. So one of the best posture exercises which you have to do is what you want the fluid to go down, acid not to come up. So for that, you have to, if you stand on your feet with both legs apart, let me just show you on the camera on the side. If I move around, you can see me better. I think I need to move it down further down. If you put your both feet apart like this and bend down and put your hand like this all the way up, like you're holding a bucket of water on top, and bend backward like a archway. So you're creating a space in the front. So the pressure on the valve goes down, and your acid, you have to hold this for 3 minutes like that. It's very painful, very effective, but very effective. You get some gastric form right away. Guaranteed. So all you're doing is sitting like this, standing like this, bend down, hand pointing towards you, all the way up breathing, and holding a water this posture for 3 to 5 minutes. Gently breathing in and out. So this is the simplest way of releasing the acidity in the stomach. Let me go back to the other window. I have to create this screen in my office. It's difficult to show some of the posture in here. So you can see that's that. The principle behind this posture will like above, you create a space in your rib cage that causes the acid reflux. Acid reflux is caused by compression, not in a void in the acid to go down. So we have to create that space by bending backward. When you do that, you bend backward, so you create a space in the front. And this, you have to hold it for 3 to 5 minutes to do that. So first we want to do is what are the symptoms of acid reflux? The common symptoms are burning sensation in the chest or the throat after eating, which also known as heartburn. Then you have pain in the chest. And when that travels up in the throat, gives you a dry cough, sore throat, and bitter taste at the back of your mouth. Some people find it difficult to swallowing. And you get some taste in your mouth, feels like a hot, sour, salty tasting fluid in the back of your throat, makes you feel sick. You pass a lot of wind, burping, bloating. So these are the acid reflux problem. If it happens for a short period, it's no problem. But if it happens more often, then it's a major issue. You have to go and see a doctor as well. The stomach soothing step for heartburn is heartburn, that uncomfortably burning sensation that radiate up the middle of the chest, is the most common digestive ailment. It's a result of condition often called acid reflux. So what you have to do is eat a smaller meal, but more often. A full stomach puts a pressure on the valve like a muscle that keeps the stomach acid from backing up into your valve pipe, and the food travels up and the acid travels up. Eat in a slow relaxation manner, not gulping down fast and quickly. Chew your food properly. And then remain upright after the meal. Don't lie down. If you lie down, acid can travel up to the valve like I showed you in the pipe. By lying down, the fluid starts flowing down there. You don't want that either. And also sleep on the left side, lying on the left side may decrease the acid exposure by 71%. If you sleep on the right, you will get acid reflux. So you have to elevate your bed, not just the head. The whole bed need to go up slightly from the waist upward. So your whole, that's why they're doing medical bed. You have in the middle of the bed can be lifted up. The person is sleeping with slightly angled, not just the neck with a pillow. You need to do the whole from the back all the way to the top. And eat dinner earlier, at least 3 to 4 hours before sleeping, before the bedtime. Otherwise, your acid reflux worsen. Don't exercise after the meal. Give your stomach time to empty. Wait a couple hours after eating before exercising. No carbonate beverage like drinking fizzy drink and certain things which promotes acid reflux, like alcohol, caffeinated drink, spicy food, which all makes acid reflux and heartburn worse. Well, the main thing is if you're overweight, puts more pressure on your stomach, forcing your valve open after eating, and the acid comes up. And some food are also, certain food will create that problem as well, like fried, greasy food, dairy products. These may contribute to heartburn as well. And when eating it, don't eat any tight clothes around the waist, not belts and things like that. Try to make everything clothes nice and easy. People who smoke tend to have more heartburn. And the stress is one of the biggest cause of ill health. That's because stress creates more acid in your stomach due to IBS, irritable bowel syndrome. And also some medication may cause heartburn as well. Anti-inflammatory painkiller, brufen, aspirin, and some other medication like calcium blocker, and so on and so on. The list is so big. If I start going on the list, I could be here all day. So really, it's worse when you're lying in the bed. Acid is no longer fighting gravity. When you're lying in the bed, it flows in automatically. So solution to elevate the west, higher upper part of the body, like we said already, and avoid certain food which triggers the effect, like peppermint, tomato, chocolate, caffeine, makes acid reflux worse. So these are some of the things about the acid reflux. Now what I want to do is, first I said to you, you got to think about the prana. Prana plays an important, body needs to have the energy. The body to function, we need prana. What is prana? Universal energy. It's a vital link between the body and the mind. And the breath is the main vehicle for prana to enter your body. Without prana, there is no life. Prana itself will help you to manage your mental disturbance, excitement, anxiety, fear, anger, disappointment, lust for sex, and can all be calmed down by the regular practice of pranayama. That's where pranayama plays a big part in managing to reduce stress. And obviously, the prana comes from three sources: food and water, air we breathe in, and the nature, sitting in the sun, park, birds and the beach. And maximum prana comes from air we breathe in, more than 50%. Less than quarter comes from food and water, and rest from nature. And body is made up of 5 elements: fire, air, space, earth, and water. So they all play the important part in the thing. So what we do is, so let's do the first, we're going to increase some prana in your body by rubbing your nails together. Fast and previously, just the forefinger, not the thumb, especially for female, otherwise you get mustache growing as well. You don't want that. And what do the athletic do? Before the race, they stand up and they jump like this. That itself energizes your prana. Just to succeed in the race, to give more energy. And then if you put your hand together like this, if you come close to each other, You can feel the sensation between the palm of your hand. That's what prana is. Very important. So plays a very important part. Prana, I need the so best way to do it is scoop the prana like that. You come do this, scoop your hands gently, everything done slowly. Breathe in and turn your hand around and gently breathe out. That helps to reduce stress as well through your mouth. And one of the best to remove acid reflux is people with solar plex. After navi ya dharan gir gaya, that will also give you acid reflux as well more often. So how do you know that? Usually you know by if you're matching your heart line in the hands, your all the finger 4 points should be matching. If you don't match, it's in the book as well. The best way to do exercise, put your hand there, and daily when you do yoga pranayama, put your hand and do 5 times breathing in, and do the same thing with the opposite hand. That will bring also if you still have a persistent problem, then you put the candle in your stomach and cover that with a like a India mein Bharat mein lota dalte hain. Otherwise old light fitting. China and Russia they put the old light fitting with a smaller mouth and bigger belly. So when you put in the stomach, that sucks the stomach in when the candle is burned, and that sucks the stomach. It brings the navi in line, and that's why grandmother used to put the black string on your toes. If you do that, because your toes moves up and down when your navi goes. So tying the toes brings them to keep them together. So that's solar plex, a very big part. That's why you lead to constipation, diarrhea, loose motion, and things like that. And that also affects your gastric acid reflux and things like that. It's all part of the digestive system improvement. So acid reflux plays so that's once we got the prana, we have to do Bhastrika pranayama is very important one because that's able to release your anxiety, stress, depression, everything calm down. Because when you're frightened, what happens to your breath? Your breath goes faster. So through controlling your breath, you learn to control your mind. That's what we're trying to do. And Bhastrika is one of the most effective breathing techniques that can help you to calm your mind, bring your all dosas, Vayu, Pitta, and Kapha into balance. The best feature of this breathing technique is that it helps oxygenate entire body, release any congestion you might have in your nose, throat, and sinus. And you combine that with other practice like Kapalbhati, Anulom Vilom, all this will help you to manage it better. So Bhastrika plays a very important part. And one of the things you can do is, if you put your left hand on your stomach, right hand on your heart, now this is called stomach breathing. When you breathe in, it's a diaphragmatic breathing. You breathe in, your stomach hand should come out and heart goes down. And when you breathe out, stomach goes in and heart comes out. That's the normal breathing exercise. Now, if you put your both hands in the stomach, feel the stomach going out when you're breathing in. Now, what I want you to do is put a pressure on it. When you breathe in, don't let it come out. That itself is able to release your acid reflux. Put a pressure on it, breathe in. Then you're stretching your diaphragm, stretching the muscle. So that will release the pressure on your valve and your acid reflux will deplete, go down. That's one way. The second one is take a deep breath 3 times. Next, you breathe in and think of your 100 years old, your 100 candle in front of your cake, trying to blow it out. So Once you can't do any longer, then bend down and try to get up any more air you have. And then come back up, pinch your nose, close your mouth, and every so often breathe through your nose and open and close. That will be able to open up your diaphragm. Stretch it. So pressure on your valve will reduce and the air valve will work better. So it won't open up. So the acid can't come up. And other way also is if you look at your V shape here in your diaphragm, just where the joint is. If you take your both fingers, find the soft point where it's painful, press that point, turn it for at least 30 seconds. That itself will release the pressure. That's your pressure point for acid reflux. And last but not least, also the thymus gland. To reduce stress, just tap on your thymus gland, breathing in and out. Excellent. That itself helps to reduce stress. And next, obviously done the Bhastrika. Next, we do the Kapalbhati, one of the important one to help to improve your acid reflux. But we do it first. You have to every time I said to you, if you take this hand all the way up and do Kapalbhati itself, you will take the space, create more space in the diaphragm, in your stomach, and the pressure will go down. And do Kapalbhati for 10 seconds. Excellent. And next is we do the butterfly with different mudra, very important one. First, obviously, we do again, this is all for prevention. Prevention is better than cure. So we like to do with slight movement and to get the maximum benefit with little effort. Before you Udan mudra, 4 fingers touching together, put your cross there. As you're turning around, you do the Kapalbhati there. And then in the middle, you breathe in and do the other side. Excellent. Well done. And then we have the Vayu Mudra. Remember, when you have too much gas, that creates acid reflux as well. So you have to get rid of Vayu. So index finger, base of the thumb, put a pressure on it. That able to release pain, any gas in the body. That also relieve any pain as well in the body. And do Kapalbhati for 10 seconds. And then obviously we do some light exercise, which is very important for stomach gastric as well, and also weight loss, which is the grinding and Trikonasana. And then we do also the do some mechanical exercise. You know all those things automatically. And then we go into the pran mudra, pran very little and main finger both touching together. Let's do that for 10 seconds just to quickly go through. Excellent. Next, once you gather the energy, then use the energy to detox. Apan mudra, which is a deer pose, like a middle and ring finger touching together. You put it across there and turning around, that able to release any toxin through your stomach and through your sweat, to the kidney function, bowel movement, and through breathing out. Also gets rid of negative thoughts as well. And next is the liver. Liver is a very important part of the whole thing. Liver improves your digestive system. You need the heat in the body. So this one for Surya Mudra, ring finger, base of the thumb, you hold it there and do Kapalbhati for 10 seconds. जैसा सोचोगे वैसा होगा. Think of it, don't think of something else. Whatever you focus, mind over matter. And last, obviously, people with low blood pressure do the Ling Mudra, and people with high blood pressure, Apan Vayu Mudra. So whichever, depending on your case, do the Ling Mudra or do the Apan Vayu Mudra for last 10 seconds. Excellent. And then once you've done that, one of the best one is Ujjayi, because you're trying to get rid of, improve your thyroid gland, so your metabolism increases, so digestive power increases. So take a clamp your throat and take a Khichdi Mudra, take a 3 short breath, and then the long one, and then put your chin down. That puts a massage on your thyroid gland. Then close your right nostril and come up and breathe from left. If you have a thyroid problem, you do that for 7 times morning and evening to promote health. And last but not the least, after that is the Anulom Vilom, alternative nostril breathing. You close your right nostril in Vayu Mudra and then breathe to the left. Block it, breathe out to the right. And you know what to do is keep repeating that for 10 seconds. This able to release any kind of blockage in the system, your artery and your energy channel, so energy can flow freely and promote overall good health. Very important. And obviously in Ayurveda, and then obviously you do the Brahmari with Gita and Pranam, which you only know just because that's able to reduce stress as well. And then also we do the nitric oxide exercise, which is able to activate gives you more stamina, and obviously, and also fight any infection and things like that. Very important. And last but not least, to reduce stress is also waking up your chakras, your Muladhara, Swadhisthana, solar plex, your heart, your throat, and third eye, and the kancha. They all play a very important part in promoting health. So really, you have to open up all the energy channels. For that, clapping and all the laughter, all these plays a big part in promoting health. So one of the best ways to do is what we do to improve your heart and lungs plays a very important part. Heart is your little finger, and the muscle on the heart is the paracardium is the middle finger, and this is controlled by fire element. So just by shaking your hand, you actually energize your fire element and gives body the energy in a way. Another way to do it is by clapping it. Put both hands together, clap at 9, 10, 1, 2, 9, and all the energy channel passes through here. 1, 2. Another hand. Your hand there under the armpit, lymphatic system. Do that for 9 times for 3 sets, and then you play the lung meridian point L1 is here, starting there to improve the lung function. So this is pleasure. You do that is self, you're opening up all the energy channel, and otherwise you're clapping, just clapping yourself. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. That clapping itself, every organ comes to your hand. Just by doing this, you're actually exercising the whole thing across. And last but not the least is the waking up the energy channel through the Muladhara Swadhisthana as well. So let's go through the process just now. Might as well do it. Sit in Gyan Mudra. Close your eyes. Think of a rectangle shape in front of your eyes and color that with red color. And focusing on your Muladhara, pull your back passes up and focusing on that, make a sound of la la for 10 times and finish with la. La itself sends the energy. You'll feel the tingling feeling in your base. La, 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 la. Then your Swadhisthana, which is a half moon shape. Your left hand over right hand, thumb touching, create a half moon shape. Close your eyes. Think of a dark night, half moon shining a silver lightning onto you. And focus and make a sound of va va for 10 times and finish with va. Va 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 va. Next is your digestive system, solar plex, which is a triangle. You interlock your finger through the index finger and the thumb creates a triangle. Put that next to your solar plex. And close your eyes. Think of a triangle shape in front of your eyes and color that with yellow color. Focusing on your solar plex. Take a deep breath. Make a sound of ra ra for 10 times and finish with ra. Ra 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 ra. Next is your heart. Both hands in Gyan Mudra, left hand in your knee, right hand under your heart. Close your eyes. Think of a sky full of light, gray color cloud, and focusing on heart. Take a deep breath. Make a sound of ya ya for 10 times and finish with ya. Ya 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 ya. Next is the thyroid gland. Interlock your finger using your thumb. Put it either side of your throat, almost near choking yourself, and close your eyes. Think of a dark night full of stars, shining like a Christmas light, and focusing on your thyroid gland. Make a sound of ha ha for 10 times and finish with ha. Ha 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 ha. Next is your third eye. Take your index finger like this, rub the third eye for 3 times. And gently bring your hand down to your heart. You're physically not, but mentally still rubbing the third eye and focusing on your third eye. Take a deep breath, make a sound of Om for 3 times. Om. 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 Last but not least, the crown chakra. Right hand on the head, rub over it. And then interlock your finger, open your ring finger, and put your tongue, Khichdi Mudra, to the top, focusing on your crown chakra. Make a sound of like a bumblebee for 3 times. Mm. 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 Gently take your both hands up in there, rub them together. Excellent. So that will definitely reduce your stress, anxiety, and angle. Your acid reflux will go down. Definitely, body will work better. So what I'll do now is, it's been a long day today. I've been working since morning on it, so I'm really exhausted. Don't know what happened there. And even last classes, before the class started, I was still working on it. So I'm kind of slightly exhausted. I'm not up to my scratch. So now I'd like to do all the asana for the acid reflex. And we have people helping us through their Nabnita ji, Mani ji, and Rekha ji. They're here going to perform some asana. The best yoga asana for relief from acidity is what? Walking is one of the best exercise. More moderate and low impact exercise can be quite beneficial for acid reflux. Activity like walking, very light jogging, yoga, riding a stationary bike, swimming are all good choices. Walking, a brisk walk after meal can massively aid digestion and reduce the symptom of heartburn or acid reflux. I know from my own experience. I've been walking average of 10,000 every day for last couple of months, and I've gone down for 107 kilo down to 92 kilo weight-wise. So you have to reduce weight as well. I didn't have any acid reflux, but reducing weight itself will help you if you have acid reflux, help you to manage that better. So I'd like to highlight the Nabnita ji now, which is going to do the all the posture and Vajrasana like Thunderbolt pose and all other things as well, which is very important place part on thing. So let me just Mali will highlight her. Okay. No, I need to hide. Sorry, I'll do it for you. Okay, I'll do it. No problem. Good morning, Nataji. Good evening, sorry. Good evening.
Good evening, everyone. Good evening, Sarvanji. Good morning. Good evening to all the yogis present today. And thank you, Sarvanji, for inviting me to the session. What a good knowledge you have got, and I've been really enjoying so far, learning all the facts about acid reflux and how
That's
to.
the best. That's the best thing. That took a lot of time to make.
Yes, I've been really enjoying it so far. From my side, yes, I'm happy to show few seated pose, which can be done while you are still seated, which can be managed even on a chair. I haven't got a chair now, but then if anyone has any doubt, wants me to show, not the chair, any other, but any floor version that I show, if you are not sure how to do it on chair, do feel free to ask me. But before I crack on the sitting poses, it's quite important that we kind of activate our joints a little bit, because suddenly when we start doing the exercises, it might start giving you cramps. So basic, very basic. Let's warm up our shoulder joints. If you can put your fingers together. Yeah. And very as slow, as gentle possible, then you engage all the muscles. Yeah. So sit tall, roll back your shoulders, and gently as you breathe in, open up. And as you breathe out, gently you are going to rotate your hands, engaging all the muscles around your shoulders, your arm joints. Also, you are bringing lots of prana into your body by doing deep, long breathing, breathe out along with that. So my general advice is all these exercises, make sure you have done some basic warm-up of your neck, shoulder, arm, hands, and your leg joints before you start doing any kinds of exercise, okay? Physical exercise. And we'll do a few times other way around. Hope you're enjoying with smile. That's very important. Because when we make our body work for us, body does go into stress mode, but by smiling, we're going to actually reduce the stress. That's why yoga is excellent form of exercise for all age group, for all kind of, of course for prevention, but all kind of ailments as well, because it perfectly balances the fight and flight and rest and digest mode, okay? And relax. Shaking is a great way of relaxing. Just a little bit of leg warm up, and butterfly is a very good way of doing it. So a few times, and I've seen few of us were already doing it when we were listening to Sarvanji's talk, which is an excellent way of opening up all these joints. Yeah. Few claps. And if you find it hard to sit like this while holding out the toes, make sure you do the scale down version of this. having the hands supporting your back, and you can still do it like this. Okay. So there is always a customized scale down version. So don't be disheartened if you can't do it the perfect way. Okay. Now, once your legs are a bit more warmed up, so maybe stretch out, give it a bit of shake. A bit of rotation of the ankles. I always do this before any kind of sitting exercises or standing exercises, because until unless they're warmed up, they may give you might hurt yourself. Yeah. Rolling few times the other way around. Okay. Now, so Saranji mentioned about first one as thunderbolt pose, which is Vajrasan. So for that, if you are a newbie, you have the legs in front of you. You start by folding one leg like this, and then the other one. Idea is to rest your bottom. Sorry, I'm not being rude, but I'm just trying to show the right way of sitting in Vajrasan. Okay, that is the right way of sitting in Vajrasan. So what it does is, because we have got the Vajranadi here on our calves, that is why it promotes good digestion. So it's a good idea to sit for at least, if you can't sit for long, at least 5 minutes after your food. That's when it kind of helps to promote your digestion. So this is that's why it is called one of the most excellent exercises. But if you are someone who cannot afford to sit like this because of any knee problem, any ankle problem, what you can do is you can tap, yes, like this. That itself will help you to promote digestion, because you're tapping your Vajranadi, yeah, which is very good for digestion. Yeah. But if you are someone who can do Vajrasan, why not? Okay. Now, while we are on Vajrasan, you can do Mandukasan, which I'm not touching base on. Rekha ji will show you the Mandukasan. Okay. Now, if you can, now we are going to do the Trikonasana, but the seated one. There is one standing version as well. So if you can spread your leg for me, yes, in the shape of, in the V shape. Now I've got the pillow. If you have got lower back problem, any problem, try your best to elevate your back, because that itself will take off the pressure from your lower back. Okay. And if you're on chair, you can just focus to touch your knees. That's quite possible. But on the floor, if you can spread your hands for me, and then because of the twist, you can see the abdominal organs will get nice, good exercise. So spread your hands, breathe in always in the center. As you breathe out, you're going to twist yourself to touch the opposite toe. And if you can look at the hand which goes at the back. So let's do a few times. Sorry, I'm just making some space for myself. Okay. At least 20 times in the session today. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and I'm enjoying with smile. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. And every time you have done that kind of exercise, make sure you shake off. Bring some energy in, because you have used up some energy. Now you have to bring it back, okay? And also relax. Anything to do with digestion, acid reflux, or anything like that, you have to make sure you are not taking the body too much into stress mode. You have to make sure you balance it, okay? Just like that, if you just do Kapalbhati or just these exercises, that's not enough. You have to make sure you have balanced it with enough cooling exercises. That's the key. Now we will do the grinding one. That is another good way of also, exercise your stomach organs to keep them active, nice and active. So if you can keep your legs together, most of you know, but I'll make sure if anyone new knows, and then we'll interlock. Okay. As we breathe out, we go forward. As we breathe in, we are kind of leaning back, but you can stay straight. Take it as per your body. Ready? And if you can forcefully breathe out, that kind of enhances the exercise, right? And focus on breathing out. So your breathing in kind of happens automatically. Basically, you are trying to do Kapalbhati along with it, right? Like Sabanji was showing the other day. and other way. When you're doing that, you're smiling and using your third eye position. You're actually using your third eye, thinking about all the abdominal organs which are getting good exercise. And send them
Nabnita,
happy vibes.
I like to add into Ling Mudra. That heats the body up, so it gets further weight loss.
Yeah.
Ling Mudra, excellent. That's good.
And I also encourage keeping the stomach muscle tightened. So
That's
which also means you are reducing the pressure on your lower back and also more massage of your abdominal organs. Yes, because you are working with your solar plexus. Okay. And gently slow down, relax, relax, relax. Make sure you smile. Take a relaxing breathing, breathe out. And when it comes to anything to do with promoting digestion, addressing any kind of, acid problem like acid reflux, constipation, anything like that, we can't really skip anything which has got a twisty pose. So twisty pose, make sure it promotes the digestion and it helps to bring more energy to the abdominal organs. So the first one I want to do is the Vakrasana. So if you can spread one leg, the other leg can be on its own side, or another version could be crossing, because crossing kind of makes it even more effective. But if you want to do it like this, that's also fine. So whichever leg is on the top, vertically up, that side we are going to twist, and we're going to use the opposite hand to push it away. So you breathe in when you are getting into the pose. So breathing in, and now breathe out, and you're going to twist. And in this pose, if you can manage Kapalbhati, nothing better than that. And then you can do the other side as well. Now, this time I'm showing how you can do it like crossing as well. This is also Vakrasana, a different version. Okay, and relax. And if you are someone who has got high BP, make sure you don't do more than 10 or 15 times at one go. And even 10 times is difficult or tricky for you. 5 times, 2 times, and then rest, and then do it. Okay, doing as per your body is very important than trying to push yourself too hard and getting into that rock. Next, I want to show the Pavan Muktasana. Okay, so if you have a mat, if you can lie down for me.
Also, can you show the Nokasana as well, please? Don't mind. Nokasana first.
Nokasana, okay.
That'll be part of that. Then the Nokasana after that. Yeah, that's it. Thank you.
Standing up, sitting down, sorry.
Lying down. No.
We are lying down. It's a floor exercise. Yeah.
But if you can't, you can just watch. Doesn't matter. You can do it. This is just obviously part of showing you what's to be done as a reflex.
Okay. So if you can lie down on your back for me. Make sure if you are currently having any back problem, you can tuck a pillow under your lower back, which will make your job easier, like this. Okay. Like this, because the elevation promotes digestion as well, isn't it? That's what we talked about. And even when any floor asana is tricky for you without any elevation, then you can have a thin pillow. Mine was quite high actually, but you can have a thinner pillow. Now, Pavan Muktasana goes like this. So as you breathe in, you fold the leg, interlock your fingers as you breathe out. Now, if you currently have any back problem or neck problem, make sure you don't lift your head. But if you are able to, you know your body, bring your head forward to touch the nose. What it does is it gives a good amount of exercise to your stomach organs. As you can see, it really nicely gets squeezed. We'll move on to the other side. And if you can't lift your head, don't be disheartened. This is still good like this, okay? This is just an enhanced massage. And relax. Now we can bring both the legs. And you can lift your head up. Now, if you want to just, give massage to your lower back, along with your, acupressure massage to your lower abdominal, don't need to lift your head. Just give circular movement like this. Like this. And you other way. Okay. And now, Sevenji wants me to show the Nokasan. So the Nokasan, the way I do it is, make sure you tighten your buttock, tighten your tummy muscle, and then as you breathe in, make sure this step is done before you do anything else. Okay. So breathe in first, tighten your buttock, tighten your tummy, and lift both the legs up, kind of like 30 degrees. As you breathe out, lift your upper body. Okay. And hold it, say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Gently first, make sure you put the legs down. Do it step by step and bring yourself down. Couple of breathing, breathe out. Now when you do this type of exercises, make sure you complement it the other way. The complement will be best complement will be to do the child pose because your spine bent this way, right? Child pose will go this way, so it will perfectly complement this pose. So if you don't mind bringing yourself up safely by rolling on the side, and child pose is actually complement to many other asanas like camel pose and all, which Maniji will show. So child pose will be breathe in, and as you breathe out, very relaxing. So it's a stress relieving one as well. Also, it works as an excellent counter pose to make sure it sets right your vertical column. And also, as you can see, it's giving pressure on the abdominal organ, so which is good massage for them as well. Okay. And gently bring yourself up. Make sure when you come up, to support your lower back so that you don't hurt your lower back, tighten your tummy muscle. All kinds of stomach related exercises, the more you engage your core, the better. So making sure keeping that tummy muscle tightened, wherever possible, the buttocks tightened. So you reduce the pressure on the lower back. At the same time, when you keep your tummy muscle tightened, it also helps to make the muscle around your solar plex, your nabi, stronger and staying tight. So that itself supports the solar plex and it helps to keep it in a position. Yeah, that's it really from my side. Any other asanas, Arvindji, you want me to cover?
No, you've done everything. Just the forward bend one, you can do that.
Okay, yeah, forward bend. Okay. So for the forward bend, you need to first breathe in. Okay. Just increase the flow. Okay. And then as you breathe out, make sure you take the air out, tighten the tummy before you start bending forward. Okay, you can go all the way down, but currently I have a back problem. I can't go further than this. Okay, like this. Your head can go all the way up to the knee. Your hand can go all the way up to the floor. If someone is doing better than me, you can highlight 7G. And as you come up, relax. Okay, we'll have a go one more time. Maybe Rekha, you will show a better version. Breathe out. Tighten your tummy before you. Remember, you are bending from your lower back, not your back. So your back is still straight. But you have to complement it because we have done one-way bending. This is called Paschimottanasana in yogic language. So there is another asana called Purvottanasana where you would balance your. So for that, you have to stretch your leg, support your body spine with your hand, and then tighten your tummy and your buttock before you lift. And then breathe in Breathe out, gentle lift, and then head backwards. That will perfectly balance once you have done the seated forward bend or Paschimottanasana. This is called Purvattanasana. And gently keep your tummy and buttock tightened as you do it. And come down safely. Practice one more time, just one more time. So breathe in, buttock and tummy tighten. As you gently breathe out, lift. And then gently, you don't need to lift this much. If you can't, you lift as much as you can. Or you can even have a pillow to support you if you can't lift that much, okay? As long as you can do this. Okay, in that case, your buttock will be supported and your back won't, cry. And gently relax, come down to the normal sitting position, whichever you're comfortable.
Thank you, Nabnita ji.
Over
And
to
Nabnita ji also is a yoga teacher. She takes classes. Anybody wants to join her class, I can see her number in my Yoga with Sam, and you can contact her. She's a very good teacher and very professional. And if anybody wants more deeper knowledge of yoga, please contact her. No problem. And she's a part of a yoga, Patanjali Yoga Pit team as well. Thank you, Nabnita ji, for all that support you've given. Thank you very much. Om.
Thank you very
Thank you.
much.
It was lovely, Nabnita ji.
Thank you. Oh.
Now we have the Mani ji. She is a amateur yoga teacher, but professional.
No.
She
You
learned.
made me do that.
No, but you did a very excellent. She's going to do some exercise to show us about which is good for the whatever she feels, just anything,
Okay. Before I start, Sarvanji, I'd just like to thank you as well. You reflecting on this acid reflux session. And you know that I suffered from that. And I know you from that because you helped me a great deal in recovering my acid reflux. I just like to say to the people, what Sarvanji has said today about acid reflux signs and symptoms, they're all very true. And then because I suffered, so I know what it's been like and what I had gone through it. He said that you get a lot of burning. That's what I had. I had a lot of chest pains. I had a lot of back pain. The pain was all over me. I could not eat anything. I was also having a bit of a breathing problem. So all was related to my acid reflux. I'd never been ill in my life so much. This was the first time in my life. And because I was so frightened and I was so stressed out, it just went worse and worse and worse. And because I was unable to eat, because we're supposed to be losing weight, I wasn't overweight. It just, my acid reflux were due to the anxiety and stress. And because I could not eat anything, I lost a lot of weight. And I had a phone call for Sarvanji, please do not lose any more weight. I lost about 7 kilos altogether. Now I'm trying to put it back. What Dr. Kapoor said this morning, and also Sarvanji said just now, that you must eat very small amounts, and you eat it, but also 3, 4, or 5 times a day, but eat very small. And do not eat any fried food. We don't eat a lot of fried food, but I just stopped everything. I didn't eat any chips or samosas or anything like that. So you eat very small amount and just eat the boiled food. I just ate the boiled food, very, very small amount. No, very little milk. I had a porridge in the morning, and I put some turmeric in it with honey, and that helped me as well. And that lasted until like 10, 11 o'clock. So what we have learned today, it does work. And people said, oh, I tried everything, it doesn't work, but it does. You've got to put your mind to it. And then lastly, what I did, what Sarvanji has said, pranayam. I did all the breathing exercise. I did Bhastika, I did Anulom Vilom. I started off with the 5 minutes, 10 minutes, and the increase up to 1 hour. And I did 4 times a day. And because at that time, Sarvanji was on Facebook, so I did it in the morning, and then I did it with him. I did in the afternoon, and then I did it before I went to bed 4 times a day. And that helped me to recover. I did everything what he has said, and it will work. Please, please, just follow his instruction, and you will get better with all the exercise. I could not do a lot of exercise. I could not do Kapalbhati because I was having a lot of pain. And because I did a lot of breathing exercise, my prana gave me the life of energy. I did all that, and I managed to do Kapalbhati. I did all the mudra, and I followed that Baba Ramdev book from page 1 to the last page. I read the whole book, and I follow all the instructions. So please, please, it does work. If you practice the yoga every day, it will help you recover. So
thank you, Maniji. That was excellent. No, it's good to know. That gives people the inspiration to see how you managed to control yourself as well. Thank you.
That's right. And one more thing I just want to add to you. You know, when you said you lie on your left side because of the stomachs, the reason people might ask why left side and not right side. The reason is you lie on the left side because your stomach is slightly on the left side, and that will help you to digest the food, and you like in an upright position. And we do that when we do have a tiny babies that have acid reflux, and we have to put the baby a little bit up and lie them on the side as well, on the left side, and it does work. And also
let you know, Mani, the nurse, she works for the baby. That's why she's got knowledge of certain things, and that's why I do appreciate her knowledge in certain field as well.
Yeah, thank you. So because I did all this exercise, I was put on a medication. I recovered myself within 6 weeks, and I was off all his medication. Occasionally, I'd taken paracetamol for my pain, and Gaviscon. Sometimes Gaviscon help because when you eat the food, it helps to thicken your food, so it will help you vomiting. It will help you to prevent reflux, so you can prevent having Gaviscon. Okay, I will do some exercise that Sarvanji has asked me to do it. First of all, I will do. Do you want me to do half moon asana? We can do half moon shape, but that will help digestion as well. But try not to bend too much if you have got a hernia, because we always say you can make yourself comfortable. You can have a pillow like this and just put it on there. So make sure that you are nice and soft. And then we have done this often. And then what you do, when you put your hand in the front, make sure your feet is flat, and you're sitting on your heel, and then you just fold your hand, then you take a deep breath, and then you come up, and then you bend back. Just to do it again. So we do again. Just come up slowly, yeah, and then you go back. And breathe out. So if you got a hernia, try not to go too much, but you can, like I said, you can do a slower one. So do one more time, take a deep breath, and you can just do it. If you got hernia, don't go back. But otherwise, you go up, go back, and that will help your digestion. I come back. Now we do a camel pose. Camel pose. You come up on your knees. And then either you can put your hand at the back, whichever you find it easier. And then you slightly, you go back. And then you can put your hand on your heels. And then you lift up.
What this does is it opens up the space between the diaphragm, so your acid can come down and rather than going up the way.
And then you come back slowly. Then you can do the other way. Lift up, and then you raise your hands, Put on your heels. Other one. Take a deep breath. Hold it if you can. And breathe out. Coming back. So that's the half moon shape and camel pose. Because you are tired or like you become stiff, just massage it, and we will do the Hal Hassan and the handstand one. So first of all, I will do the reclining butterfly pose. So that is, you lie down, put the pillows there. When you get up in the morning, Randy said he does that. So let's see if I can. So make yourself comfortable. And then you do like then you do butterfly, put your both feet together. And if you find it uncomfortable, you can always put a pillow there. And when you get up in the morning, you can do this exercise, help your digestion, help your constipation as well. So you can do it. And then you can do butterfly. Or you can lift up if you can. It's very difficult, but you can do it. Is that correct?
The way I like to do it, extend the leg first, extend the leg and bring it together, bend the knee, bend the both leg. No, just straight. And then flap it like then flap like a butterfly without anything. Open up. Bring full that or open up. Not feet toes together, just the knee goes, your knee opens up.
Oh, I see, like that.
No, higher up. First bend that, bend for on the floor. Both everything on the floor.
Yeah.
No. Bend your knee.
Yeah.
Up completely. Further come closer to you. And then open the both knee to the floor.
You want to do that?
Yeah.
This,
then come back up again. And come up again and go forward again.
Oh, you want to do it?
No. And go forward again. I can repeat the whole process again, back and forward.
Oh, I see. All right. Okay.
That's the way I do it,
Oh, okay. That's why you do it. Yeah. Okay.
That's it. And then go up and go down again, come back up.
Oh, all right.
Yeah. I find it very, very good for that,
Oh, I'm doing the first time.
Yeah. No, just I thought I wasn't sure,
I was doing the one
It's a lot of variation in it, but this is the way I do it,
Yeah. Okay. Right. So I got it right to the end, but that's the way I had seen doing it, other people.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, but that's very good for acid reflux.
Yeah.
Prevention again for that.
Next one, we're going to do half stand on a handstand. So I might able to do it in here. That'd be better so people can see me. Right, so lie down on the floor straight, and then you breathe in and bring your leg up slowly. When you come to that, you can always put your pressure on your hand. You can lift up, and then you make sure your legs are straight. That's for handstand. I think it was Savasana, isn't it? Savasana. And then you come down slowly. And then I'm going to do another one. And then you come back. This is also good for your varicose vein and also good for the digestive system and for the high blood pressure as well. We do it again. And then we're going to do halasana. So we're going to go back. So take a deep breath, bring your legs up, come up, the pressure on it, and then you come up, and then slowly, if you take it back, please do it slowly if you can. If you can't do it, just watch, but try to do it. So do slowly, then go back. If you can, you can always bring your legs down that way, and the hands at the back, down there. And just
Well
stay,
done, Maniji. Rekha, well done.
stay in that posture for a little while, if you can. And then come back, supporting your back, slowly, slowly. And when you're up there, you can do a butterfly, but namaste. You can do this. And come up and do cycling. Will also help your weight loss. Other one. You can do this and then twist. You see this in lot of in Bollywood dances. And then come up. And then come up slowly and come down. Now, you can do the faster way as well. If people can do it, I've been doing it, so I'm not forcing anybody.
I got it. How you do it.
You can do the faster way if people want to do it. So you just take a deep breath, come up and go quickly there,
That's nice, yes.
and then come back. And people who have problem doing it, they can always go against the wall, turn around, and then just put a pressure on, push against the wall, and then support you with your hand, come up. You can do it this way. So that's must be very easy. This is also good for the blood pressure.
That's it.
Yeah, and varicose vein. And then you come down slowly and turn around. Thank you, Sarvanji. I think.
Thank you, Maniji. Excellent. Well done. And now we're going to
Thank you all.
bring Rekha Jina. She's also a yoga teacher as well, paternally, and also she's done UK training as well. She's going to do some exercise for us as well for her to sanya. One of the best one is the Surya Namaskar, not standing up, but the chair one, and also other exercise, cat and cow pose, and her daily dosage, Mandukasana. They don't play an important part because of improving the digestive system. So on you go, Rekha, you on.
Okay, thank you. Thank you very much, Nabnita ji, Mani ji, showing exercise. Also, thank you, Sharwan ji, for holding this lovely session, giving lots and lots of knowledge to people. Prevention of the heartburn and acid reflux. Very good, lovely. So I also have a classes in the morning. If anybody would like to join, again, it is free, like Sarvanji does the seva. During COVID, God has saved us. There is a reason behind it. Do some more seva. I do only half an hour in the morning, 7:30 till 8. That's all I can manage because then I go to work, you see. And afternoon is always mine, free. So that's when I do this kind of seva. And I'm so much blessed by having friends and a family around me and wonderful people I have met in my life journey. So I got few exercise for acid reflux. Needle and thread, cat and cow. So we do the cat pose first of all. So if we can all go in all fours, like this. Okay, both the hands and the legs all into the parallel. So all the weights on open palm. Make sure all the fingers are open. We're going to extend the upper back and the lungs. So we're going to go when the head is up, we're going to inhale. Head comes down, exhale, arch the back up, arch the back up, arch, hold the posture. Allow the muscles to stretch, hold the posture. Now take the back inwards, head goes up, inhale, exhale, head goes down, arch the back. Like a cat. Cat stretches every now and then when she gets stiff. So it gets rid of the stiffness from the body. And again, hold the posture, arch the back in, up, the head goes in, and we'll do 6 times. So this is third time lucky. Inhale, exhale, arch the back in. Inwards the back again, head up, inhale. And this time, keep your head up, wiggle your bums like a dog and a cat does. Wiggle your bums, wiggle your bums. Wiggle and say meow, 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 meow. Now, like a dog, you go wiggling your bums and again, head up, inhale, arch the back inwards, breathe out. Hold the posture. Inwards the back, up the head goes. Excellent. Next one is exercise called needle and thread to expand the lungs capacity for extra oxygen. So take the right hand up into the air, open up the lungs, breathe out, slide the hand under the other hand, head touching the floor, bums are up into the air. Hold the posture. Coming back to the center, place the hand back to the floor. Now lift the left hand up into the air, open up the lungs. Inhale, exhale, slide the hand under, head touching the floor, bums are up into the air. Hold the posture, hold the posture. And you breathe normal. Coming back to the center. One more time, we'll do twice, okay? So right hand goes up into the air, inhale, opens up the lungs, inhale, slide the hand under, nice and gentle, listen to your body, listen to your body, head touching the floor, bums are up into the air. Coming back to the center, and for the last time, left hand goes up, inhale. As you exhale, slide the hand underneath, head touching the floor, bums are up into the air. Excellent, coming back. Beautiful, nice one. Then we're going to do Manduk Asana, exercise for the diabetes. Diabetes is number one mother killer disease. It brings up all the friends such as hypertension, high blood pressure and everything. So if our system is clear, then we won't have any symptoms. Yoga works on our system. Our health is our true wealth. Good health is our birthright. Remember that. And first thing in the morning, drink 2 glasses of warm water will help you to clear the system. So hands out, make a fist, place it by the belly button. Inhale, stomach goes in. Exhale, head touching the floor. Raise your head. Look straight ahead of you. Stomach is empty. We not had our meal yet. And if you can manage 40 Kapalbhati would be nice. Otherwise, do whatever your body allows you. Up you come gently. We normally do this is we call daily dosage. In my morning exercise, we must include this. We do this every day in the morning. Second one is for so we again make a fist, place it by the side of the stomach. This one is for the pancreas, liver, gallbladder, spleen, and stomach. So again, we do the same. We're going to press it here, pull the stomach muscles in, and we do Kapal Bhati. Relax. Excellent. Untangle yourself. Exercise is a celebration of what our body can do, not a punishment, what we ate. Okay? So next one we're going to do is the chair-based sun salutation.
You haven't done the
Again,
stomach one. You still do the stomach. Kapal Bharti. Left hand or right hand. You haven't done that
okay,
yet.
boss.
The massage one.
Okay. Left hand. It gives you exactly same benefits. Okay, no problem. If Guruji orders, we must do it. So left, right, on the belly button. Inhale, stomach goes in. Exhale, head touching the floor. Raise your head. Look straight ahead of you, and we again do 40 Kapal Bhati. Up you come. Excellent. Thank
So
you
I'd
all very much.
like to just summarize there. See, this exercise, Mandukasana, is to improve your digestive system. To improve your digestive system, you have to exercise your pancreas, your liver, gallbladder, and your spleen. They play and your stomach. They all four play a good part in promoting your digestion, prevention of acid reflux as well. If you are ill or you have diabetes or whatever, you have to do this exercise daily, half an hour before the meal time, which itself will improve your liver function, spleen function, and produce more. Your stomach will exercise properly. You won't get acid reflux and so on. So really, prevention is better than cure. Thank you, thank you, Rekha. Sorry.
No problem, no problem, no problem. Now I'm getting a chair ready for the chair-based sun salutation. Trying to arrange everything again. Head is chopped. Right, that's better. You can all see now. So get your chairs ready. Open both your legs. This is full body workout. Sitting onto the chair. Open both your legs. Join the hands. Inhale, backward bend. Glue your back onto the chair. Get your back massaged. Exhale, fold forward. Touch your toes with your fingers. Beautiful. Looking down. Gently raise the right leg up onto the chair. Hold it with both the hands. Inhale, backward bend. Hold the posture. As you exhale, try and touch your nose to the knee. Hands goes up, legs goes down. Again, glue your back onto back of the chair. Get the back massaged. Exhale, hands touching the toes. Nice and gentle landing. Try not to jerk. We'll do this exercise twice so we can finish both the rounds. This time, lift the left leg up. Hold it by both the hands. Inhale. Backward bend. Exhale, nose touching the knee. Legs down, hands up in the air. Inhale. Exhale, hands touching the toes. Nice and gentle, nice and gentle. Hands up in the air, hands out and coming to the prayer pose. Excellent. And round 2, exactly the same. Inhale, keeping the legs apart. Inhale. Backward bend. Exhale, forward. Hands touching the toes. This time we're going to raise the left leg first. Take the left leg up. Hold it with both the hands. Inhale. Glue your back to the back of the chair. Breathe out, nose touching the knee. Legs down, hands up in the air. Inhale. Backward bend. And exhale, hands touching the toes again. And this time, we're then going to raise the right leg up in a minute. Hold the posture. Allow the muscles to stretch. Allow the joints to get the juice. Raise the right knee up. Inhale, backward bend. Glue your back of the chair. Exhale, nose touching the knee. Legs down, hands up in the air. Inhale. Nice and gentle movement. Exhale, hands touching the toes. Raise your hands up, out and coming to the prayer pose. That is round 2 of sun salutation, full body workout. Prevention, prevention, prevention. Prevention is better than cure. Thank you very much. That is all my exercises.
Thank you. Well done, Rekha. Excellent. Well done, all of you. Thank you very much. And so still, it's only half an hour left, and I still got to cover the mudra, acupressure, and Ayurveda. 3 are the important subjects. So I'll just go. I need to kind of try to do that in 15 minutes, and then we can go into the thing. So what do you want me to cover first, Ayurveda or the mudra or acupressure? What would you like me to cover, Mani? What do you think? Might be able to complete all of it. I don't know.
Yeah, we can start with the acupressure. I think a lot of people.
Acupressure might be a bit difficult on the screen just now because I'm kind of.
Okay.
No, so let me talk about the food side first. Ayurveda might be quite nice. Those who might follow that easily. The question you're asking is, can Ayurveda cure acid reflux? Answer yes. GERD, which is a the gastric problem reflex disease, can be cured by Ayurveda as it aims at balancing your Pitta dosa. Pitta is the one responsible for acid reflux. Okay? Dietary change are one of the best ways to prevent acid reflux. There are some home remedies for stomach disease. For constipation, acidity, grind fennel. Saunf hota na, saunf khaiye, cumin seed, coriander, trifla powder, and wheatgrass juice. You can mix them together as well, soak them overnight and consume them empty stomach every morning. That will release your acid reflux. One is, I do that myself sometimes. I don't have a problem. Prevention is better than cure. I take 1 teaspoon of cumin seed, soak in the water overnight, and consume this in the morning. Drink the water. Cumin seed, jeera.
Jeera, okay.
And third is, if you take a coriander, coarse coriander, 1 cup of water and drink in the morning. Very good for as well.
Jaldi bol.
Jaldi bol. Okay. I can't.
Sorry, I was talking to my granddaughter.
I know. I'm kidding. I'm just.
So sorry.
Yeah. No, it's good. No problem. Sometimes it's good to have some fun as well. Life is too serious. हम बोले जल्दी बोल, हमको बोले जल्दी बोलो, हमसे और जल्दी बोलेंगे तो हमें समझ में आएगा नहीं अब क्या बोला.
Sorry, it wasn't for you. You are
I know.
great.
ये आपको लोग बोलते हैं धीरे बोलो, आप बोले जल्दी बोलो तो.
No, it's the granddaughter who is come. She started calling me.
Can I ask about coriander? How do you blend it or?
No, just the whole jeera. You put them in the water overnight. In the morning, I drink the water and chew the jeera.
Oh, okay.
Jeera, no.
Yeah, jeera is very, very, very good for gas, bloating, and everything else as well.
What about coriander? What about coriander? You say
coriander, you have to make a tea. You can heat up. You can make a soak in water and drink the water and chew as well. Let me just let's quite a bit to do it. Let me do the question and answer last 10 minutes if you don't mind. Eating carrot and beetroot salad or juice is good for you.
Is it the dry coriander or the fresh coriander?
Oh my dear.
Either doesn't matter. I'm not the chef.
Okay. Thank you.
And also drinking wheatgrass juice and aloe vera juice. Swamiji says aloe vera mixed with amla juice is very good for acid reflux. And also one of the best recipe also is for acidity is mix 1 gram of celery, cumin seed, some fenugreek, and 1 gram of rock salt, and the black salt, and hing dalna mein, and sweet and mix it together, and eat that with hot water, half teaspoon. Also karela ka juice, bitter gourd, which is very good for acid reflux. And drinking cucumber juice in a small step, mix it with water. And consuming fig is very good. And one of the Swamiji produces some Ayurvedic supplement, which is very good. One is the gastric gas urine. That's got a lot of different things mixed together. If you take that, it releases gas in your stomach, which is very, very good for prevention of acid reflux. Other one is Abitar Churan, which is effective to cure acidity, indigestion, constipation. Churan is combined of herbs, a natural extract which reduces acidity in the stomach and relieves heartburn and discomfort. Other one is Satauri, very good for female as well, female health. 3 grams twice a day with milk. And obviously, you know that Indian gooseberry is very good as well. Dry ginger. And also boil some mint tea leaf and water and have a glass this after the meal, which is very good for cool down your stomach. Jeera and fennel are some of the herbs that are often used to bloating and reduce intestine gases. A lot of gas, a lot of gas in your stomach. And triphala is one of the best way. If you go 50 years ago or 100 years ago in the house, every house had triphala powder. It doesn't matter what problem you have, your daddy, your mother, your grandmother will give you triphala powder. Take a spoonful of triphala powder. If you have headache, high blood pressure, diabetes, whatever, doesn't matter. It's 3 dosa. All dosa ko balance karta hai. Other good one, very good one is for acid reflux, giloy. Helps you reduce digestion related problem like indigestion, hyperacidity, and a lot of gas in your stomach as well. And one of the home remedy in our yoga book as well, which is yoga book, is 50 grams of dhania and 100 grams of misri mixed in powder and take 1 teaspoon morning and evening. I'll put all the information in the yoga Visama as well, so you can download if you want to. And carrot and celery juice is very good. Also eating a lot of carrot and cabbage. Pudina tea is good for you as well. Add elaichi खाने वाले हम इलायची खाते हैं. या आप लोग गुजराती लोग जब मुख मांस खाते हैं वो भी पेट में गैस नहीं करेगा, डाइजेस्ट सिस्टम को बढ़ाता है. And sit in the Vajrasana. After eating, when you're watching TV, rather than sitting on the sofa, sit in Vajrasana, thunderbolt pose. That itself will, because your calf muscle is connected to your stomach. So your digestive power increases automatically. And what some of the things you have to remove is don't drink agitated drink, any caffeine, and instead of that, drink herbal tea, which is good for you. And try to drink more lukewarm water for drinking. And नारियल का पानी बहुत अच्छा है acid reflux के लिए. Coconut water. It's also got potassium, help to balance your blood pressure as well. I try to drink that quite often, whenever. And try, when you're drinking milk, don't drink fat milk. Drink the low-fat milk, which is better. This will prevent heartburn. But keep in mind that whole milk is full amount of fat. Is not good. You have to have the 2% fat or skim milk, which is better. Fat milk will aggravate your acid reflux. If you take a full fatty milk, your acid reflux will increase. But non-fat milk can act as a temporary buffer between the stomach lining and acidic stomach and provide relief. Eat more watery food like celery, cucumber, lettuce, watermelon, broth-based soup, herbal tea, and so on. And try to eat more alkaline food with a pH, like low pH acidity and more likely to cause a reflux. So try to eat high pH one, alkaline food. Banana, melon. I'm sure banana in the morning, if you have one for breakfast, gives you enough energy for half the day. You don't need anything else. I'm sure a lot of people agree with me. I had one banana this morning after yoga and then didn't have lunch until evening. And then melons, cauliflower, fennel, all the nuts, different kind of nuts are very good. In my kitchen, I have nuts with all different nuts grounded together in the small lump and use that for my cereal, for rice, anything else. Gives you all the different minerals, good for nerve system, good for overall health. And also brown, rather than rice, when eating rice, try to eat brown rice, which is much better. Even the red rice, even better, rather than the normal rice. I mean, eating wheat, try to eat, Swami ji batate na, उसमें सिंगाड़ा कांटा मिला दो, बाजरा, मकई कांटा सब मिला के खाओगे तो उससे भी पेट में फाइबर ज्यादा होगा तो वेट कम करने में फायदा करेगा. या दलिया खा लो. Dalia is one of the best way. We should eat dalia with add loki and different things. Bitter gourd, these all are very good. And root vegetables such as sweet potato is very good for that. And all the green vegetables like asparagus, broccoli, green beans, and so on. One of the best way is to remove acidity is suck, what do you call clove. Clove chusted off, that itself will remove that as well. Also, रात को सोने के पहले, when you go to wellness center or health center, they give you jaggery. गुड़ खाने से भी पेट में वो गैस कम होता है. Acid reflux नहीं होगा. And banana, don't eat raw banana or the yellow banana, but eat more ripe banana. Ripe banana makes a fairly alkaline food. So it's got to be slightly spotted. When they're spotted, they're much healthier. Ginger, eat a lot of ginger anyway. And onion, don't eat onion, that will give you acid reflux, but you eat onion, cooked onion is okay. Raw onion will give you acid reflux. And follow, don't take any citrus drink like orange juice, and that will help you. That will also open up the valve and create problem. Also chewing something like mulete. If you chew it like a steak, Swami does it all the time, very good for throat action, and also helps to make more saliva, which is able to increase your digestive process. That's why we say when eating food, chew it for 30, 40 times. So that sometimes it's not possible, but at least chew it for 5, 10 times before you swallow it. Don't just gulp in, otherwise liver need to work harder. And that gives you a lot of gastric problems. What happens, it takes longer for food to digest, the food starts to ferment, and that gives you a gastric problem, and then that's why you get acid reflux, everything happens kind of idea. So somebody asked me also before, is ajwain good for acidity? Ajwain, also known as carom seed, good for any abdominal discomfort, also for indigestion. One of the crucial benefits is it keeps your stomach strong and provide instant relief from acidity, indigestion, and it's got certain chemicals which secretes the gastric juice that improve your digestion as well. One of the best things is hing. Hing apple khate ki nahi? Hing you should eat on daily basis. Very good for constipation, for gastric problem, anything like that. Julia, when we curry and बनाते हैं तो हम लोग हींग डालते हैं उसमें करके. हींग is very good for you. For your stomach, for bloating and any gas happening as well. Elaichi, excellent. And turmeric as well, very good for removing any reflex, acid reflex, and so on.
Karamji, sorry, is it black elaichi or the what?
I think छोटा इलायची हम बात करते हैं, बड़ा इलायची भी खाना में डालते हैं, हम लोग कुकिंग में डालते हैं. छोटा इलायची खाने वाले के लिए better है. Again, I'm not the chef. हमको उसका जानकारी उतना तो नहीं है, मतलब पर इलायची हमारे लिए. पर छोटे इलायची चबाते, बड़ा इलायची तो खाना में कुकिंग करते हैं तब डालते हैं हम लोग कुकिंग में हमारे ख्याल से. Except Nigel pani is very good for you. So that's there's a lot of herbal things you can buy. But thing is, look at the Nigel pani is very good for you when you acid reflux. Nigel pani you buy, most Cascade sells them, and drink that as a morning meal. Very nice to calm you down, body and things like that. Okay, let me talk about the mudra. Since can I do that just now? I think I'd like to cover the course, then we do question answer kind of. What's the time now? No, time flying through. Okay. Yoga mudras are, I focus more on mudra in all the pranayama yoga when I do. Mudra for acidity. It's a purpose is Ayurveda is to balance the three dosa. So we use the mudra to do that. One is the Varun mudra. Simple acidity mudra that works on reducing the excess water element in excess water works through formation of bitter acid. जितना एक्स्ट्रा पानी उसको निकालना है तो क्या होता है your 5 element fire, air, space, earth and water. Fire is positive, air is positive, space is negative, earth is neutral, water is negative. Fire is important element. Fire को ऊपर छूते हैं, we balance the element. When you put to the base, we increase the element. When you put the element down to the base of fire, we suppress it. तो हम लोग को वरुण मुद्रा करना है, water excess water formation bitter करना चाहिए, इस पे छूना पड़ेगा, यहाँ डालना पड़ेगा, यहाँ डाल सकते हैं, यहाँ छूने से आपका बैलेंस हो जाएगा water element. And then you got Pushan mudra, which you use the right hand to bend your index finger and middle finger to touch the tip of the thumb, other two remain straight. With the left hand, do the Apan mudra. Okay. Now place both of them hand on the kneecap and meditate on navel chakra. This mudra relieves upper GI tract issues like heartburn, difficult swallowing, stomach pain, nausea, and vomiting. So plays a very important part. So you just show you again, right hand this way, left hand Apan mudra. And you put there and you focus your mind on your solar plex and just focus and then breathing in and out, or you can do Kapalbhati. That itself will be able to do that. And one of the best mudra, next one is the Saman mudra, which is the gesture of digestion. It balances all 5 elements, touching the 5 fingers together. I know somebody does that most of the class. 5 minutes. That's really what that does is very helpful in gas and indigestion. It brings all finger, it brings all the energy. Why you pitta kapha sabko balance kar deta hai. So you do that across there. Saman mudra is called gesture of digestion. And then you go Apan Vayu mudra. In acidity, Apan Vayu mudra relieves from the burning sensation of the heart, reduces the bitter effect of acid causing acidity. So Vayu mudra and Apan mudra both together. This is good for high blood pressure. But remember, what your mind thinks, body deliver. Obviously, if Maniji tend to use the Ling mudra for conditions is God, but even if you use Apan Vayu mudra for acidity, it will help to reduce acidity. It will raise her blood pressure. Won't lower her blood pressure. What mind thinks, body delivers. Very important. And then next is the Vayu mudra, which is gesture to relieve gastric problem, which is very important one. Index finger, base of the thumb. You can do Kapalbhati or Bhastrika, whatever you want. Even sitting down watching TV, you can do that as well. So when I went to London, I was doing one of the training. So one of the mothers said, if my son does the Gyan mudra watching TV, will he become clever? I said, yes, he'll become clever in watching TV. nothing else. So really, you have to be careful what you try, what mind thinks, body delivers. What you're trying to do. So that's important. And next is obviously the pran mudra, your little finger. This is the spirit of life. All these will help you to improve your digestive, your acid reflux. And acupressure. Next is acupressure. I think time is limited now. I think we'll do that another day. I'll do a session sometime and I'll put that in the video on the thing. I'd like to do some question answer now if I can highlight everybody. Any questions so far? I'm sorry I was a bit exhausted today. So I wasn't as good as I would like to be. I feel kind of, I didn't give the justice to the whole lecture. Sorry, that's the way I felt. I don't know how you felt about it. So any question you have, I would like to answer. And obviously, Dr. Kapoor is there as well. Thank you very much for morning class, Kapoor. You had excellent classes this morning as well.
A lot of information, Dr. Sarvanji.
Thank you.
Yeah, all day, from Dr. Kapoor and from yourself, we go on this special session.
No, acid reflux happens to everybody. Everybody goes through sometime in life having that. So if sometimes we go to wedding, you eat too many extra golgappa or dosa kha lete ho, baad mein pet mein gas. Acid reflux hone lagta hai.
One question I want to ask Sarvanji, Dr. Kapoor mentioned about the soda bicarb this morning. Do we put it in the water to drink it? Because I never did that. I did a licorice. I had a lot of licorice tea, and
Yes.
add
What I suggest is somebody has gastric problem, I usually take a soda water, the soda water drink itself, and add black pepper into it, and then drink it. That releases, that's what Swamiji told me as well. That releases more gas from the stomach.
But do we use
soda
water? Is it soda bicarb? Dr. Kapoor says soda bicarb.
No, this is just taken once in a while, This is not the proper treatment.
That's it.
Putting bicarbonate in water, they say put half teaspoonful in a glass of water.
Okay.
That is just one go, you don't go on repeating that, as somebody asked me this morning.
Okay.
Because this is going to harm you in the long run. Because the gas is being produced. But it does subside some of the symptoms. This should not be taken as a routine, I will say. Another point was, which I mentioned, it might raise your blood pressure even. So watch out if you're hypertensive. Don't take it, please.
That's right. Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
There are so many, again, these treatment, the medicine we are taking for acid reflux, they are just subsiding our symptoms, not the root of the cause for that. For that, you have to do all other things.
That's right.
See, symptoms are just disappear 4 or 5 hours, come back again. So we have to go to the cause for our acid reflux. What is the cause? Am I overweight? Am I taking too much tea and coffee and dark chocolates or whatever things? So these we have to target, and the asanas are done according to that. We have to spend more time on that. If I am overweight, I've got acid reflux, then I have to do the asana, doing weight reduction asana.
That's it. Excellent. Dr. Kapoor, how do you like my new tool? So how the stomach works?
Let me see. Sorry I joined you late. I was visiting my friend in hospital.
This is when this
so
is
you
stomach,
make
when the
this
food
one.
goes down, that is a valve, this is your stomach. So when this opens up, then the stomach gas comes into the top. That's what acid reflux comes to the top and gets it.
Very nice, very nice.
And also if you lie down floor when you're sleeping, automatically the gas flows down. So that's why you don't lie down. You put the back up so you doesn't happen.
Well done, well done.
Very nice. Yeah.
Any other question, anybody? Sorry.
Sarvanji, these mudras, when do you do them? After eating? All these stomach acidity mudras?
No, but depending, if you're doing सांस तो आप ले रहे हैं, कपालभाति नहीं कर सकते खाने के बाद, खाने के बाद बस सांस लेके मुद्रा कर सकते हैं, मुद्रा कभी कर सकते हैं. As long as you don't, Kapalbhati, you can't do after food, you have to 3 or 4 hours after the meal. The purpose is to exercise the organs, not the food or the feces. So you have to in the morning after the bowel movement, or you do it 4 hours after the meal time.
Okay.
And also don't go to sleep after eating. Make sure you're 3 to 4 hours after nighttime sleeping. A lot of people eat and they go to sleep. That's when they have heartburn,
Yeah,
acid reflux and all that.
I have got acid problem, and I wanted to ask Maniji that spices. So I can't use any spices in
That's it.
food.
Can't use any spices, no chili, nothing like that. You know. Yeah.
Don't use any spices. I had all the green vegetables, all boiled food, sweet potatoes.
Steam it. Steam is the best way.
Yeah, steam it.
And what do you put? Just salt and pepper, and that's it.
Yeah.
Nothing
Salt,
else.
pepper, lemon, or some herbs. You can put other, some of the herbs you can put down on it to give it kind of flavor.
Okay.
I used a lot of turmeric. I drank turmeric water.
Turmeric, yeah.
I couldn't drink milk because, like Sarvanji was saying, the milk, it makes you more,
Yeah. Milk. Yeah, milk
Yeah.
gives you acidity. Yes, that's right.
Yeah, I had a porridge in the morning, so I used to put turmeric in there with honey. But
Okay.
a lot of herbal tea.
Porridge with what milk you were using?
I'm using almond milk.
That's it. Almond milk baked. Almond milk or soya milk or whatever.
Or oat milk, yeah.
Oat milk, and sometimes I had a soya milk, but but I didn't use the ordinary milk.
When I was in Dubai, I had the camel milk, which is better. It's much less fattening.
But herbal is the best. Herbal, and I had a lots of coconut water as well.
That's it. Coconut water definitely helps. That does work.
Is that when you get them in a shop? I mean, not
Yeah. I just Tesco, they all sell them. Coconut water.
Okay, I'll try that.
I buy them when there's special offer.
Sarvanji, I also wanted to tell people, like, if they have an access to Panchakarma center anywhere, if you are frequently suffering from acid reflux, it might be worth go to an Ayurvedic center, do the Panchakarma, and they will do the Panchakarma based on your health condition. Of course, if you have high BP and other problems, they will assess and then they will do the appropriate Panchakarma therapy. And I think it is once you get cleansing done, because cleansing is one important part. Acidity, constipation, cleansing once will help. And on a regular basis, bowel movement, give priority to that. How you can keep your bowel clean, and you have to feel hungry every time before you. Yeah.
But the thing is that the stomach needs to be clear. Bowel cancer is second biggest cancer in the world. And because we don't clean our stomach properly, there's always sludge lying in the stomach, and that after 50, it creates a big issue. And that's why it creates also acid reflux and all that, because too much gas in the stomach creates, when it starts fermenting, releases a lot of gases, and that's what creates the problem. So really, you have to move your bowel. That's why we do the sun prakshalan, where we do the colon cleansing. That's what when you go to Yogaram or any health wellness center, that's what the main thing they do is clean your system through the massage, through the panchkarma, through the jalniti, through the vomiting and things like that. And they give you certain herbs as well to clean your system up. जब आपका system clean रहेगा, तो आपका पूरा body healthy हो जाएगा automatically.
And I think castor oil is at home. Having 1 spoon of castor oil with warm water first thing in the morning, that will help you.
Only thing is castor oil I don't recommend, because once people get used to it, they do that every time, it becomes a habit. So they won't.
No. Any therapy, it has to be only for 15 days to 1 month, and then
it's like some people say, until I smoke a cigarette, I can't do a toilet, or I have to have a coffee to have a toilet. So it's that kind. Body becomes used to that kind of caffeine or whatever they're taking, kind of, which is not healthy for the body.
Like tea, coffee first thing in the morning is a poison. If you are used to that, that's the first thing you have to stop. Tea and coffee first thing in the morning.
I'm taking toxin every day, but I do after the bowel movement, I have a coffee every morning.
Yeah, I mean, as per Ayurveda, it says that caffeine first thing, it's not recommended. But you know your system better. That is another thing.
Even when I go to sleep, I have a coffee, then I go to sleep. The people say to me, "How can you sleep with coffee on?" I say, "I can't. That's my body. Body knows what to do."
Yeah. What your body is used to is also something you have to take into account.
But hopefully, any other question? Anybody? Any other question they have? Anything at all? Just What I'm saying is we try to simplify it. First thing is, a lot of people don't know autonomy at all. You need to know about the body before you know where the problems are. Or not in medical terms, but at least in layman terms. That's why I try to show you the sample to show how the stomach works. So once you know what's happening, so then you can do something to prevent happening. Otherwise you just depending on doctors. Doctors are not God. They're people like me and you. They only can tell you what they've been taught. My father is a doctor, or my family is a doctor, but I don't trust them. My body is my temple. What I put into it, I need to question them. They don't like being questioned. When you question them, then they start kind of getting angry at you. They say, "Why are you asking? Why do you not trust me?" It's not about trusting. It's about what I want to know. The side effect of every medicine. Every medicine has side effect.
Yeah.
And what happened is, I'll tell you something. Most medicine designed for 50% of world medicine is taken by people over the age of 50. Agreed?
Yeah.
Majority of medicine is taken by people over the age of 50. And after 50, people's bodies start to degenerate. So the liver can't digest all the medicine they take. And so it's lying in the sludge, and that's why it gives you bowel cancer. Simple as that. If you go to a pharmacy, the amount of medicine they give to people over the 50, it's like and some houses you go to, the cupboard is full of medicine. So really, you have to be careful. Don't just take just the sake of taking. You have to question yourself.
Yeah. And too much
also,
acidity can attack the joints as well, isn't it?
What's that?
Too much acidity can attack the joints as well.
Attack the joint because one of the main thing is that's why after females with menopause tend to have osteoporosis, also high blood pressure. All these things happen because the body going through changes. But you have to do all the right thing to prevent happening. Prevention is better than cure. And yoga, if you do yoga daily, what like Mani says, she's been doing for 2 years, 3 years with me, then body will become healthier, regardless of what it is.
Very true.
And that's the fact of life. Look at Dr. Kapoor. She's believer of Swamiji, and she does on daily basis. And she's also a good. She's got OBE. She does all the things. It's not about she's working for everybody else. अपने लिए सभी जीते हैं, औरों के लिए जीना सीखो. उसका मजा कुछ और होता है कि नहीं? That's what life is about. Even look at Rekha, she's doing yoga class in the morning. She's going to work, but still doing half an hour. Whatever time you can give, doesn't need to be 2 hours or 1 hour session. Whatever time you can allocate to for humanity, for your brother and sister. See, yoga is to unite with yourself first. हम लोग दुनिया को प्यार करने चले हैं, अपने आप को प्यार करना आता नहीं है. पहले अपने आप को प्यार करना सीखो. Find the God within you. Once you find the God within you, same God is just in all of you. Then you start respecting every single person in the world, and then you won't have war. World will be peaceful, isn't it? You won't have stress either. And to finish the class off, the benefit of pranayama is very important. Increase the level of oxygen in your blood, controls your body temperature, release good hormone, internal organ exercise. So when you exercise the organs, all the toxins are eradicated, all the lipid fats are eradicated, the organ can perform an optimum task to promote health. And then same goes, highly clean body is highly immune body. Automatically your immunity improves to fight infection and also to remove dead cells from the body, the prevention of cancer and lump in your body as well. And last but not least, able to control your emotion, your anger, fear, anxiety, depression, they all come down. So really, as Swamiji said, in our teaching, 70% we do pranayama, 5% light exercise, the rest is physical. When I travel around the world with Swamiji, everywhere, even South America, they do 70% asana, 5% pranayama, some light exercise. And that's why they have good muscle, but they still have diabetes, they still have high blood pressure, still have cancer. So the external system is good, but internal system is weak. As I said to you, British rule in India, they saw the benefit of pranayama, they stole the hardware, they forgot to take the software. And that's what Swamiji, through Swamiji, we're giving the software to the whole world to promote health, isn't it? On that note, I think we should say, we're working on a system, not on a symptom. जब आपका सब पूजा देकर अच्छा काम करेगा, the body becomes healthier. सब बीमारी दूर भाग जाएगा. हम तो अपने आप से बहुत प्यार करते हैं. रोज सुबह है ना हम करते हैं अपने आप को देखिए. That's very important. अपने आप को प्यार करना सीखो पहले. तब दुनिया में नहीं तो आप लोग नाटकबाजी करते हैं. दिखावटी बहुत होता है दुनिया में। जो अपने को प्यार करता है वो सही सही क्या बोलते हैं, क्या बोले, नहीं यहाँ बोलना ठीक नहीं है, नहीं बोलेंगे कुछ, नहीं बोलना ही ठीक रहेगा, कुछ बोल देंगे, उल्टा बोल देंगे, कुछ डांट सुनेंगे।
Anyway, it's been such a lovely class, Padaji. You've done a marvelous job. We all enjoyed it. We got lots of knowledge today. Excellent.
I didn't feel I did give the justice because I had so much to give. I just got muddled up because I was still working before the class as well. But thank you very much for nice word, and y'all are, we are like a family now. We all connected. We do yoga daily, and that's what Swamiji done. Connected. Some moti ko ek mala mein kho diya hai. And really, we have such a lovely family. Kanta ji, I can't know who that mentioned name. So that so many people are there. Alka ji, and Nabnita ji, she's doing excellent as well. She's got a lot of, and everybody is doing a great job. And I take class for other people as well. And you're welcome to join the class anytime you feel like. And please do yoga daily. Doesn't matter which class you join. It's not about my class or your class. Just do some whatever time you can allocate. Once a day, you do yoga. Come to come.
तो दर्शन जी आप अभी क्लास कर, सुदर्शन जी अभी आपका क्लास चालू है एवरी डे?
हमारी क्लास चलती है, हम इनके साथ ज्वाइन करते हैं। बाकी जूम पे मुझे बंद करनी पड़ी बिकॉज वन ऑफ माय फ्रेंड डाइड। आई एम गोइंग टू स्टार्ट फ्रॉम फ्राइडे अगेन। Yes, Friday. But not evening at the moment. My daughter is very busy.
Okay.
Thank you to Nabnita ji again. Thank you, Nabnita ji. Excellent. That was a good support.
Thank you, Shravanji. Thank you.
Thank you to you, Shravanji.
Nice.
You brought us together. It
Attend all
was
the
such a
time.
lovely session. Yeah, it's very nice. We enjoyed. I enjoyed a lot. Thank you.
No, thank you. Hopefully you all feel. And this morning class was very good, Dr. Kapoor as well. Excellent, well done. And it's like a team effort. We all trying to do our
Lost
own
a
best.
little bit because of my connection issue, so I missed Rekha ji's Surya Namaskar. But I'll have a look at the video later.
No, but still I just Namaskar quite well. That's why.
Yeah, they're excellent. Even Mani ji, all of you are excellent.
No, we all have
really,
talent. We all have
really
talent.
pleased to be part of this family.
Yes.
So let's finish the class with a good laughter, है ना? क्या बात है? Also, I think we do some clapping. This 40 times clap right together, just to get the circulation going. Then you do the spine thing, sideways, make your spine stronger. Side one, come on, let's finish off. And then your spondylitis. And then the bladder. And then the digestive system. Put a thumb there, right either side. आज आप लोग को बहुत सिखाना है, बहुत ही torture करना है आप लोग को. And then back of the nape like that. All the spine problems. Both right and left. And then ऐसे कर लें. And jerk करें, very good for frozen shoulder. And then सबको अपने आप को शाबाशी दे दें. Well done. Join class करने के लिए. Another way as well. Okay. Thank you very much, Lily. Lily.
Seven जी prayer करना है. Seven जी prayer करना है.
हाँ, prayer भी कर. आप करिए. आप अच्छा करते हैं. आप कर दीजिए.
Put it over the side again.
बिल्कुल सब म्यूट कर देते पहले एक बार किए. So I'll mute everybody.
Yeah, right hand side. Yeah.
Nabnita, you can unmute yourself, please. Nabnita, unmute yourself. Sorry. And I'll highlight you.
May all be happy, may all be healthy, may all enjoy prosperity, may none suffer. Sarve bhavantu sukhinah, sarve santu niramayah, sarve bhadrani pashyantu, ma kaschid dukkha bhag bhavet, sahana bhavatu, sahana bhunaktu, sahaviryam karvavahai, tejasvinavadhitamastu. मा विद्विषावहै असतो मा सद्गमय तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्योर्मा अमृतं गमय ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः कराग्रे वसते लक्ष्मी करमध्ये सरस्वती करमूले तु गोविन्द सन्ध्याकाले करदर्शनम् समुद्रवसने देवी पर्वतस्तनमण्डले विष्णुपत्नी नमस्तुभ्यं पादस्पर्शो नमो नमः. Let's cross our hands to bow down to our Mother Earth, to our gurus, parents, and God we worship as a gratitude, and we want to look after all of them with the positive yogic energy that we generate by practicing yoga at physical, psychic, and spiritual level. So let's take out any negativity with our own divine positive energy. Bring it on our face. Just give the message to our nervous system, to our system. Take it out completely out of our body, and then let's have our divine positive energy at all level, all the time.
One thing I like to do here, Nabnita ji, we managed to gather energy for ourselves. Now I like to give some of the energy to heal others, anybody who needs the requirement. So use your hand to lift up the energy, prana, breathe in, and then breathe out through the mouth, create your heart shape, then breathe in to your heart, and then give it to everybody needs to. And for last time, excellent. Feels so good, isn't it? अपने लिए सभी जीते हैं, औरों के लिए जीने का मजा कुछ और होता है. Thank you very much. Shubh Ratri to all of you. Have a lovely rest of the evening.
Thank you, Bhaiya.
Don't do anything I won't do. Sorry, I'm doing just a video.
Thank you so much, Sarvanji.
Yes, Jai Bholenath.
Thank you to all the
Jai
teachers.
Shri Krishna, everyone. Have a lovely evening. Thank you very much.
Jai Shri Krishna to
Thank
everyone.
you for joining and giving all the time, all of you. Even Geeta ji and Ramesh ji, I can see them as well.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Really enjoyed it.
No.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank
Om. Take care, Panuban and all everybody else. Mani ji, thank you very much for support as
Very
well.
nice classes here.
आप तो हमारी बहन है. अब जब भी हम आप सब क्लास हमारा अच्छा बोलते हैं, खराब भी करते हैं तो आप बोलते हैं अच्छा किया.
खराब है ही नहीं तो खराब कैसे बोलेंगे भैया?
नहीं.
बहुत अच्छा था.
Thank you very much.
बहुत
Thank you,
अच्छा.
Bandi. Thank you. Take care. Lovely. Thank you, Klanti ji as well. Thank you, Om.
Om Sarvanji.